Jay LaRock, percent off collector, and I'm here with another Transformers unboxing and review. And look, I'll be honest with you, I wasn't a huge Beast War fan. I mean, it was basically like the animation. I didn't get into it. I was old school G1 type. But these prices, you know how I do. I'm here about the bargains. Now, I like the toy. I love the bargains. So this one here, I got at an awesome deal. So let's open it up, and I'm going to tell you how much I actually paid for this bad boy. Let's head to the photo booth. Hey, before we begin, we need a little help. We're trying to spread the word of the phrase that pays. No discount, no deal. But we need your help. So why don't you give us a little like? It's just a few moments of your time, but it is a huge deal for us. And you know we love them deals. Thanks a lot. Alright, we're back here at the photo box, and we're looking at the Beast Wars Transformers Optimus Primal. And as I said, normally the Primals, you know, the Beasts, they weren't my thing. Now, I admit, when I watched the movie, that kind of changed things a little bit because, you know, it was cool. But back in the day, I wasn't really much into it, mainly because of, by that time, I was like more into video games, and I didn't like the animation. Like, even though it was supposed to be cutting edge at the time, it just didn't do it for me. But you know what does do it for me? A bargain. And there was a sale, like a pretty epic sale, on a whole bunch of action figures and Transformers at Walmart back in early April of 2024. And when I saw that they had a whole bunch of stuff on sale, I was like, okay, I've got to go get my hands on that. So this was one of those items, and I'm going to tell you about how much I actually paid for this in a little bit, but just wanted to show you the box. So it's like, so this is new, obviously. It's not the retro version. It's kind of like, I guess a reissue, so you can see it, but they kind of do it in the same type of box that they did back in the day. So I think that's pretty cool. So you can see here, it's got cool artwork. You can see the other ones. I was able to pick up some of these other ones as well, so make sure that you hit that like and all that, because I'm going to be opening up the rest of these in the near future. So without further ado, let's get this bad boy open and take a look. And I always thought it was kind of weird. I mean, I understand the story as to why they had to look like beasts, but again, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's the same thing with the cars. Like, in the end, they were making friends with the humans and stuff, so it kind of didn't even make sense that they needed to hide as cars. But, I mean, hey, as a kid, I just liked this. It was cool. So you got here, we got the instruction manuals. Now, if you know me and you know my show, you know that I don't do transforms, even if they seem easy. And I just realized I should have got the scissors for this, so let me do a little movie magic and grab those scissors right quick. Alright, so here he is in his beast mode, which is pretty sweet. And he has these different little weapons here. It looks like these are little missiles that go. I'm going to show you that little feature in a bit. And then also has cool looking swords, so it's 2 of each. It's, what, four of these missiles. And then it has like this mace thing that's really cool. And then you have the figure itself. That's really cool. Got the face. And I realized that, you know, since it's supposed to be like an ape, that most of the time it's supposed to be kind of like a lower facing, you know, like, you know, down low, running towards you, then looking up, stuff like that. So I kind of get now why the face placement is like that. Oh, and you just see the other feature that I thought was pretty cool. And that is the gun feature. That is pretty sweet. Let's zoom out a little bit so you can see that. So they come from back here, and you basically have them down like this. You gotta have kind of his legs back down like that, because if not, it doesn't go all the way down. But once you have it like that, then, you know, it's like it's hidden. It's pretty cool. But then you hit the button right here, bam, and then on top of that, but wait, there's more. So then you have these bad boys, and then you pop that in. It's fun. It's good too, because it actually really only goes in one type of way. I had a little problem with this one before, where you're trying to hear the click, and it's weird, because if you don't hear the click, it doesn't fire. But if you do hear the click, look at that. That's sweet. But this one, like I had one, I don't know if it's like a certain type but I was able to get it to do the click before, but it seems to have, this one seems to be tricky, where I don't always get the click on it. Like right now, no matter what I'm doing, and all of these should be the same, but yeah, oh, but see, look, now you hear the click. So I don't know, I mean, they look the same. So I don't see what the difference is. Maybe I just pushed it a certain way and it finally clicked in, but there you see that mechanism. And it kind of looks kind of strange out like that in this mode. So I don't know. I mean, let me know. Is this supposed to be used more in his robot mode than his beast mode? Because again, it's like you can see, I mean, you can always see where it transforms. But as I said, with the articulation, the way it's set up, it's more like he's supposed to be kind of like running on his hands and knees. And as you can see, the trigger on this thing is really sensitive. So you can end up hitting it like super easy. But basically he's like running on the ground here, which is still kind of strange because it looks like even in that mode it kind of looks like his face is turning down. I'm gonna have to see if maybe that's me, because everything looks here like it's part of the transformation. But the thing to me is that it looks like when he's standing up, you know, it looks like that's a little bit too, this is more like robot mode standing up. But at the same time, if he was like on his hands, like even if he was like on his feet and then on his hands, it just seems like he's too low. It almost seems like this should turn up or something. But I don't know, like I was looking at the box too, like, see the box has it where he kind of looks up, so I'm assuming that's on me. Like you see that? So he's like kind of like leaning over, so it's almost kind of like a pose, like this, and he's got like one fist up. So I gotta see if that's just something where like I have to make an adjustment or something. I don't know if it's with the ears or something to get the head to like stick up further, but I'll check that out, especially when I do the transformation and everything to see. But you can see here with the articulation, you got the good movement of the arms. You can hear that sound, that ratchet. I love that sound. You got the fist, you got really good range of movement with the arms, which makes sense, especially for a primate. And then same thing with the legs. You got less of a bend back here. Got more of like that forward bend. Look at that, like all the way up. You do some crazy, look at, you got that crazy monkey Rex there. That's pretty funny. And you can see on the back, and of course, again, I hit the little trigger there to get it blasted. So that looks pretty cool. I'm liking the way this looks, but I'm gonna definitely look into exactly how I should position the head. But in the meantime, let's see what he looks like in his robot alt mode. Almost forgot this thing. So, you know, obviously being a reissue, a lot of the stuff back in the 90s had a gimmick. So I almost forgot that there's two gimmicks. So I want to at least show you the first one before we go to robot mode. And that's supposed to be like the chest pound that you would see a gorilla do. Of course, you see the freaking missile, man. That thing is like super sensitive. So you can see back here, there's a little switch here. And when you push on that, then he does like, oh my god, now he doesn't want to do it. I swear, that's my thing today. It's like the one thing, the missile thing wants to come out like crazy, but the actual movements, but there you go. It's kind of like a lever. So you move that up and down, and then you get the fist bumping. So you kind of turn his hands and stuff towards his chest, and then when you do the motion with the fist, it's like, that's just so funny. You get that motion, the chest bumping thing. So that's interesting. And from the videos that I've seen, it looks like that as far as the head, like the head kind of is like that. I mean, let me know if I'm wrong in the comments, because basically the transformation is pretty simple as far as how this goes. And that's because this basically comes down, and then you have kind of like this weird head. And I swear, I don't know what this head represents. I just don't. Again, Beast War fans, let me know, because I don't know. And basically also like the head is, oh, I guess this pops out. But basically this is supposed to come out and then turn around, flip around to the chest. So Luckily, it's not broken or anything. It's just fits right here on the edge here. And it snaps back in, so not a problem. So basically his chest comes down, and then you can like remove the antennae thing here, and then it's like you turn his head around. Gotta lift this up so it can clear. But, oh, there we go. All right, so now you got the head that you guys are used to seeing Optimus Prime have. And then basically the rest of the transformation is pretty simple. I mean, like you can switch these feet down here for like regular feet. But the thing is that you're going to basically like turn his waist around. And then you have like this down here. So you can see you have that. And then I had his gimmicks things. I guess though, see like that, I guess it doesn't look as bad. And then you have the shoulder things that pop out too on each side. It's so weird because it's like I can feel like where you have to put a little oomph into it, but at the same time I feel, look at that, and that's why. Again, not that anything broke, but the fact that I did not, you know, I'm not a heavy-handed person, and it's like I still knock this off, and it's like that's why I'm like careful with the other things, because then I'm just gonna leave that for now. But basically that's what you have as far as his look. And it's like, oh well, this is not gonna stay down now that that thing came out. But, and the chest kind of sticks up on the way, because you see like here, like I guess it goes lower. There you go. I didn't push it down low enough, which that one was my fault. Now, so the gimmick now though, it changes. Like, so you like push this up, this little lever up here, and then now the lever does this, which again, you hear how like after you do it for a while it sounds kind of weird, but I'm not even sure like that twisting action, I mean maybe I have a dirty mind, but that just don't look right, dude. I don't know, man. I don't know. But yeah, I mean that's basically how he looks all together. Let's put some weapons on him and put him on the turntable. Yeah, I gotta get my mind out the gutter, guys. I gotta get my mind out the gutter. Okay, here he is on the turntable. And another thing I wanted to point out is the little hidden compartment in his, I guess, forearms here. So you can see here that he has a gun, which I guess that can also go with the gimmick where it's like with the, I guess, the gun in there. It's like, it'll make a little bit more sense, but, oh, I guess I didn't switch it back. But I mean, again, it's like, even with that, like, that motion, I don't, I don't get that motion gimmick. But it is kind of cool that this opens up into its own gun. Strangely enough, though, this arm is just like a compartment. Like, unless I'm missing something, like, there's just nothing here. Again, let me know if I missed something, because it's totally possible. But with this guy, it's basically, you have this folds in, and then you can hold it like that. And then, you know, you can, all the weapons fit in the different areas. So if you close that down, then you have him like that. So, I mean, all together, I think, you know, I think it's pretty cool. I mean, he has all these weapons. He looks pretty badass. I mean, you know, like I said, this is a reissue of the original back in the day. So it's not going to be as, you know, technically sound as the newer versions, especially the one that came out based on the recent movie Rise of the Beasts. But I still have to say I really like it. I actually have to say that I like both modes, and I really understand more actually touching and playing with one of these figures, the attraction to it, because it is something new. And you know, I've watched some of the history of Transformers, and you see that's what happened is is that, you know, people, you know, kids got tired of like the vehicles and stuff. I mean, Power Rangers, Turtles, all that stuff was out, and that was the new hot thing. You know, Jurassic Park was right around the corner, and you know they had Dino Riders and all this kind of stuff. So coming out with Beasts, you know, that worked. I mean, I know they tried the Rock Lords and all that, and the Battle Beasts, and that didn't really work out exactly the way they wanted, but the Beasts did. And I have to say that overall, both modes are actually pretty cool to me. I have to say, I like the robot mode, even though these missiles are kind of cumbersome. But it's kind of interesting, though, that even though these little plastic parts pop out easy, it almost feels to me like if you really just want to make it look better, you can just pop these out, and then you don't have this hang down here, because there's really nowhere else you can put it. Like, again, I was checking to see if I was making a mistake, but it's not like you can put these away. But these come out pretty easy at this hinge right here, so I figure if you did that, then you don't have this like hanging down thing here, because like even if you put it down here, it doesn't really do it for me. I mean, I don't know, let me know what you think. I mean, does that look right? Like, to me, I don't know, it just doesn't look right. So it almost feels like if you took these off and just had those hanging there, then that looks sweet. But all the weapons and all of that, I really don't have any problem with this figure, especially based on the price. So let me tell you about that real quick. So actually, I think this might still be on sale. I can't say exactly when the video came out, but originally this was like 30 bucks. I paid $11 for this thing. So on my Whoop meter, that is 5 whoops. Whoop, 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 baby. That's whoop. That's a good deal. And definitely for $11.13, this is definitely worth it for me for that price point. So I'm geeking out. I like it. This is sweet, even though I was bumbling and fumbling with it. Thanks for watching another video of my Transformer unboxing, and of course, this awesome discount. Hey, thanks for checking out the channel. And if you like what you've seen, please consider giving us a like, comment, a sub, all that stuff. It really helps the algorithm as we try to make a push to reach out to more collectors that, like me, like to get that discount. Because you know how I say, no discount, no deal. Alright, catch you later.